Welcome back to another episode of the Educating the Reckless podcast with your host, Apollo PN.
No better, Nina.
And today is a very special episode because this is the 80th episode.
Oh, wow.
The 80th episode. We are 20 more episodes away from 100, the grand 100. And also, today, since this is a new episode in the new, tens episode, we asked to introduce someone. Yeah, new tens, right? It's a whole new 10 bracket, right?
Yeah.
We got someone else that has joined on to the crew. We got Joel.
What's up? What's up, everybody? What's going on?
Joel the Prophet is joining our crew, you guys.
Yes,
indeed. Well, you could tell them a little bit about what you're going to be doing with us, basically. And
I'm going to be chopping up the videos, doing all the editing, doing all the social media posting. So I'm just coming up with all the cool slogans to do for hashtags and all of that. Helping out the team. Proud to be a part.
He's the guy that is going to be, posting all the clips, on Instagram and on YouTube.
You got to start somewhere.
Yeah.
And so what else do you let them know, like what else you do other than this with us, and maybe like what you went to school for, what you're aspiring to do, that kind of stuff?
What I do, I just promote the message of love through music and entertainment. That's my thing.
All right.
I just graduated from Seneca, a 2-year program. That was really cool, and I'm just going into music with Vibe 105 right now and doing my radio announcing. Thanks, bless.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. So what I'm doing right now, I do reviews for you guys for Vibe 105 weekly, and I'm about to be doing a radio show weekly. So
awesome. And the swings on Vibe, that's what you're talking about? They're going to be
doing? That's what I'm speaking about, like a swing shift, 1 hour, getting into 2 hours. Whatever.
Yeah, that's dope.
And I'm a DJ, but I don't got my equipment yet.
This is the guy who's working. Everyone that comes onto this, team, we always working, man. We working. There ain't no slackers over here, man.
That's what we promote. Educated but reckless.
Yes, exactly. You got it. See, perfect addition to the team.
Dope.
All right, well, we just wanted to introduce you quickly. Everybody, you guys will enjoy Joel. And like we said, he'll be posting for us on social media, taking care of all of our clips. And and let us know if you want to reach out to him or...
For sure. I'll be tagged in the video, so...
Yes, exactly. All right. Bye, Joel.
Y'all have a good episode. I'll see y'all soon enough.
Thank you.
Care.
Thanks for everything.
Peace. What do I just leave?
Oh, yeah.
You gonna edit that out.
Waiting.
You gonna edit that out.
Technical difficulties.
No, it's okay. Right. Keep it. That's funny.
Yeah. Keep it real.
Just leave.
All right,
okay, bye.
Easy, man.
Bye.
That was good. Good.
All right, so you guys met Joel the Prophet. He's a part of the team now, expanding the base. And you never know, by the end of 2020, we might be in a different place. You feel me?
We might have like a whole team.
Yeah. And it's work, man. It's hard work and dedication. We need people like that. And
we should come up with a name for our team members. Like
not yet.
All right, fine. We come up with a name for our fan base. Since they're educated and reckless, like classmates or something. Classmates
would probably be the best thing.
I'm gonna come up with something better too.
And also, all right. So since we introduced you to a new part of the team, and this is episode 80. We have some other stuff that we're going to keep, consistent. And I just wanted to say 2 things.
Mm-hmm.
I actually have 3 things there.
Okay.
But the first one is I tried the Popeyes spicy chicken sandwich. This is the package. Maybe this is the package right here.
Okay.
And I can tell you that. Just so you know. Oh shit! I got some of the sauce on my finger.
Does it come with sauce, or do you have to pay for sauce extra on the side like you normally do?
I got black and ranch.
So it comes with that included?
No, it doesn't.
Oh.
It doesn't. I just pay for extra. So you can see I'm not capping. So I had tried that today. And let me tell you, that chicken sandwich was fucking mediocre.
That's what I heard from some people as well.
Mediocre. People are dying in the United States for this. I thought I was about to eat something that was heavenly. Nah, this shit was mid, man.
Maybe they just, when they brought the recipe over, it just sucked. You know what I mean? I'm gonna try it on Saturday on my cheat day. I'm gonna try it.
Yeah, try it out.
My review next week.
Yeah, it wasn't. I thought so. When you hear about something, people stabbing each other, how people are stabbing people for Jordans. At least when you had the Jordans on, they were fly though. Like I'm eating.
It's funny, but it's not funny.
It's not funny, but it's funny. It's dark humor. But this chicken sandwich, to be honest, if someone smacked it out my hands halfway eating it, I wouldn't be mad at you, man. I'd be like, I bet.
I wanted, when I get it, I think what I'm going to do is go to Chick-fil-A and buy one of the sandwiches and then get the Popeyes one, and then I'm going to eat them both and see which one is. You should
do that. I would suggest you do that because Chick-fil-A transferred lovely over here into Canada, and it tastes beautiful. Tastes nice. Tastes great. And anything else? You wanna share, or I only have life updates.
You share, and then I'll share after.
All right. I thought we were going tit for tat. So all right. So and also another thing, I think I might be getting off of the dating sites. I'm at this point where remember how last week I was like, am I on here just because I'm lazy? Am I content with just just not doing anything? And it just got to a point. It's like, yo, I met how many people I met? I met like 2 people this week. Mm-hmm. And
from which app? From Hinge?
From Hinge, right? And I'm just at a place where it's like, bro, they never look like they fucking pictures, bro.
That's weird that you have that. Maybe because you're a guy that's talking to girls. But I think for me, when I was doing it, like I never had that problem. But like, guys are different than girls. They're not face tuning their pictures and all.
Yeah, that shit threw me the fuck off, man. It still throws me the fuck off. And it's like, bro, I can't keep on getting got like this. I met 3 people this week. I actually forgot one because one was memorable.
Oh my God, you know what you should do?
Yeah.
You should make it a private Instagram account, but make it like for the people who listen to this podcast, basically, who are listening to this whole day.
Oh yeah, you know what?
Post a screenshot of their profile from Hinge, and then when you see them, try to take a little sneak pic of what they actually look like and post it in the slideshow so we can tell you if they look the same or not.
You know what? Fuck, I'll do that.
Call it. Yeah, do it. That's actually do that. I do it. Because I want to see.
I'll do it. And you know what? And I'll start making update videos. So since I got a camera and I got like a GoPro, not a GoPro, an external mic, I could probably just do like after dating reviews and putting down that. I could make the whole little thing about just my dating experiences, how shit's
good. Wow. I wish I would do that when I was single.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna call it dating diaries.
Wow. Why didn't you tell me to do that?
I was not as creative as I am today.
I can't do it now. I could do like relationship diary. Yeah. You could do dating diary. I could do relationship. Then people listen to it and decide what they want to be.
Yeah, see, and that's what it is. So I met 3. So one girl looked. I'm actually ashamed of myself. I'm gonna be honest. I drove an hour and some change on some desperate shit.
To where?
Bro, to Niagara on the Lake, bro. I'm putting that out there. I don't know what's going on with me right now.
You're not on demon time.
I am not on demon time. I am on some. If you didn't know who I was, and a lot of people who didn't know who I was, you would probably think I'm on some sim shit right now. On some like, yo, let me go chase the coochie type shit. Yeah. And I'm not smashing none of these chicks, all right? But I am that. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck. I drove like an hour and some change. Go see a girl by Niagara on the Lake. She actually looked like herself. She was actually.
Oh, okay, that's good.
Yeah, she's really cute in person, and she had like a nice personality, and she was like an actress. I would love to see her again, but she's very busy, and I'm busy, and our schedule kind of clashes, so who knows? But the other 2, bro, what the fuck? And I just keep on getting into like the wrong chicks that just don't look like themselves. I'm like, what the fuck? All right, and so I might get off. I met one person. Well, not say one person, but there's one person we kind of connected on Hinge. She's real cool. She seems real cool. I told her about my trauma. We bonded over trauma, and shit might go places, but I don't know.
Okay.
And lastly, let me just say this. I took it upon myself, or not took it. I was on YouTube, and then the algorithm led me to like.
The algorithm always leads you to weird shit. This is why I don't go on YouTube.
Yeah, man. But to be honest, it gave me a broader perspective, and it just told me that we are more alike than we are different when it comes to dating. When it comes to like dating specifically amongst races and outside your race, quote unquote. I watched a YouTube channel. I watched what is it called? Like an Asian guy talking about his relation or his perception of how Asian women date outside the race and how they kind of shit on Asian men and how Asian men had become emasculated because of the whole female propaganda and feminist movement. I'm like, oh shit, But the way he's just talking, it sounds a little bit more put together though. Oftentimes when I see like black creators talk about black women and how, you know, things are not going well with black women, it's more so generalization and it's not as well put together as in terms of the way this guy did it. So it kind of made, not to say like those guys are talking shit, it was just, you know, it's more so logical in the way he kind of delivered the content. Okay. And I appreciate it. And I just came to the conclusion that we are kind of all similar than we are. We are more alike than we are different. And yeah, that's it.
Okay, well that's...
Spit in your girl's mouth. Hold on, Nini, you ever got spit in your mouth before?
No comment.
Oh shit, you have? Yo,
I didn't say anything. I said no comment.
Yo, I put up a video. I put up a video and this girl talks about, yo, don't knock it till you try it. I'm like, what the fuck? And I was like, you got spin your mouth before? She was like, yeah, during sex, I like it. And I'm like, damn. I did not know that it was a thing. And also, I am super not gay, people. You know how I came on this podcast a few weeks ago? And
why do people keep asking you if you're gay?
No. I just keep on saying it I don't know. But all right, so I was in you know, a situation. Gordy was, you know, giving me that throat. And her hand, for some reason, kept on getting closer to my asshole. And I told that bitch, chill out. I moved her hand like, yo.
Stop.
I moved her hand like, yo. I took that, what the fuck? I moved her hand like, yo, I'm not about that. And at that moment, I knew I am not gay.
That's how you knew. You're fucked. I can't. Oh my god.
Couldn't do it because she had told me. So we had her and I had a conversation. She was like, yeah, she used to come to, you know, dating like bisexual guys, and they like to get, you know, things up their butt. And I guess she tried to try me like, oh, I was like, yo, I was some type of hiding dude.
This is someone from Hinge?
Huh?
Someone from Hinge?
Someone from Hinge. Okay. She tried creeping up. Boom! I moved the head out the way. Fuck out of here. Yo, you think I'm playing? You think
that is fucked up, but it is also hilarious. I would also just like to clarify that the whole spitting thing isn't just on a random basis. It's only during sex.
Yeah.
To clarify.
All right. I'm glad you finally admitted
it. I didn't admit anything. I'm just saying if people were to do it, I'm assuming it would only be during sex.
Yeah. But that's my week in review.
Okay, my week I didn't really do much. I just hung out with my baby cousin. Who I'm obsessed with, and that is basically it. I did something. No, I didn't do anything. I went to they closed Dimitri's in Vaughan, which I was kind of upset about. But there's another.
Where is it located?
At Highway 7, Weston and Highway 7.
Oh, that one.
Yeah, but there's another dessert spot right beside it, so I went there on Saturday, which is cool. And then this week, I've never been to a VIP movie theater, and I'm going to a VIP movie theater on Thursday. Yeah. So I'm kind of excited. I don't know if they like give you food, like can I eat dinner there? Like I know it's not like dinner, but like I'm talking like a poutine and some chicken tenders maybe, like, you know, like I don't know. But I'm going on Thursday. I'm going to see the movie Tenet. Let me just say, I do not give a fuck about that movie. Don't ask me for a review. I'm just going because I'm a good girlfriend and I just wanted to experience the VIP movie theater. So that's what I'm gonna do.
I just want to clarify, if I offended anybody about the whole gay parliament, it wasn't. No, I understand people are fluid with their sexuality. It's just I just don't want any fingers on my ass.
Is this what you were thinking about the entire time I was talking about my week?
Oh yeah, I was thinking about how this is going to affect me in the future.
This guy just, oh yeah, I'm just
trying to cover my ass because I see what's going on with Joe Budden and Charlamagne, and I just want to cover my own ass. Right?
Yeah. No pun intended. But yeah, that's literally all I did. I'm gonna try. I'll give you guys my review since I'm like the boring one who's in a relationship. I'll give you guys my review at the VIP movie theater next week and the Popeye's chicken sandwich.
Yeah.
That's all I'm gonna be doing. Oh, and I'm actually, yeah, that is all I'm doing. Yeah, that's it. That's all.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, so there we go. All right, so now we're gonna get into hip hop news, man.
Yeah, we got a lot to talk about this week.
All right, and where should we start? Should we start off with should we really start off with some of the juicy stuff, like Charlamagne and thing they going at it, or should we kind of ease into that? Or we want to just start off with how we have everything listed out.
Just start it with the listed, yeah.
All right,
just to get through it that way.
All right, let's do it. So we have Gervonta Davis, who spoke on his action. I think he did earlier this year or last year. Well, he yoked up his ex-girlfriend. I think baby mom or ex-girlfriend, baby mom, because she was at an event. And he said because the fact that she was just there, he was angry. So he yoked her up. He said he didn't do anything crazy after, but he also ended off by saying that he went to go seek help in case something like that would happen in the future. He's able to deal with it now. And I kind of feel like that might have been a PR stunt.
I don't really think so. I think it could be genuine, only because I feel like when people are in situations like that where they are really disappointed in the way they acted, like you do want to fix it if you want to better yourself. And I feel like he did do that, and he did it behind the scenes and whatever. And like he's talking about it now. Yeah. Like it just so happens to be around this time when all these other abuse claims against people like Joe Budden are coming out. But yeah, so I do feel like it was genuine, but I truly believe that when you're in those situations, you want to change it, you change it. So
exactly. Yeah. I mean, I'm not mad at him. I just feel like speaking on it is probably like the PR stunt, and the piggyback off what you said. This is a very time where if you are a man, you are automatic enemy number one if you didn't do anything, and if you did something, then it's like, yo, we need to get you out of here. You're a demon, So. I guess he doesn't want certain things from his past to creep up on him when he's trying to move forward with his career, because there's a lot of money to be made. Yeah, and him to kind of like say this quote unquote out there is kind of like stopping a lot of things from coming forward. So you know what? Ain't nothing wrong.
Yeah.
And he also, but the thing is, he knew that his hands, he couldn't use anything with his hands because one of the registered weapon. Yeah, but like you could see that he was aware of what he can't do. So I could understand maybe he was just mad, yoked her up a little bit.
And maybe he really wanted to, like he was getting really pushed to the point where he was about to do something with his hands, and he was like, fuck, I can't get to that point.
Yeah. Because you got to risk it. I think even boxers are a little bit more aware when they get into situations that they can't necessarily fight because they know that it could really mess them up. And beating up a girl would probably mess them up even more.
Yeah, exactly.
And then we got Irv Gotti. Murder Inc. He's one of the most popular producers, let's say legendary. I'm gonna say legendary producers and record label owners at one time during the early 2000s. He also came out in a recent interview, which kind of actually really solidified why 50 Cent keeps on slandering this guy, making fun and poking fun at this guy, because in the interview he said that he used his power, his clout, to make sure he kind of like blackballed 50 Cent from catching any deals or getting the worst deals possible. And right there, I understand there's certain things that you want to say and there's certain things you want to do. You could have done that. Cool. That was your enemy at the time. Cool. I understand.
But don't say it.
Yeah, because now it's like when he does it, when 50 Cent comes at you again, which he has been doing for the past 20 years almost, we were like, come on, 50. Maybe it's like, yo, just leave it alone. Like, stop beefing. Like, just leave it alone. This kind of proves like, nah, he got to stay on his hack.
Yeah, exactly. Just continue doing it. He deserves that kind of thing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, what were your thoughts on that? Like, have you ever blocked anyone before? Blocked any blessings?
No, before? I've never done that. I would never do that. I think that's just like petty and childish. If you're my enemy and I want to, like, let's say, like for Irv, I guess it was a matter of being bigger than 50 at that time. And if you're my enemy and I want to be bigger than you, I'm not going to cheat to do it. I'm going to give us both an equal opportunity so that when I do beat your ass and I am bigger than you, I could say I actually earned it. And I know that I'm actually bigger than you and you're not a threat to me. Like blocking someone from doing that is like proving that they're a threat to you. And then at that point, it's like, you know that they're better than you. And that's why you block them, which is stupid. He
literally like stopped business, try to stop business for him, try to make him poor out here, make him fucked up. Man, that's some hate dash. That's what you call a player hater. I can understand hating on something, but player hating, stopping someone's grind, that's some real dirty ass shit that I can't really get down with.
Yeah, it's really fucked up.
Yeah, and so I don't feel sympathy if 50 Cent you know.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
It's well deserved. It's well deserved.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, agree.
And also we have Candice Owens and Cardi B. I think honestly, there is people who don't like Candice. I keep on calling Candice Owens because of some of the rhetoric that she does say. I just want to point this out there. I am not one of those people. I don't necessarily hate her, but what I have heard her said in terms of like the Black community and trying to build up a family and stuff like that, which I want to look up for myself. It kind of sounds like she makes sense about certain stance that she has in terms of, you know, bringing a better education, you know, educating the communities in terms of Black, and how she believed Cardi B was a tool for Joe Biden to pander to the Black audience.
Yeah.
Which it's kind of like, and someone hit me my DM and was like, he was talking about Cardi B and how Cardi B's a smart person and trying to make it seem like she's not smart and stuff like that. She tried to ruin the Cardi B image, but at the same time, what does Cardi B really? Not to say what she doesn't know about politics is like, you know how there's a messenger and there's someone who knows the right things to say, and there's someone who knows the right things to say that we want to hear it from. I don't think Cardi B's either of those, but I kind of find it weird why she was, you know, sitting down with Joe Biden and before Joe Biden it was
Bernie Sanders.
Yeah, and it was kind of like, I can understand she has a big platform, but bring it to Charlamagne, bro. Like, bring it to Charlamagne.
Well, yeah, but the thing with Cardi B is like, they are pandering, but it's because it's an election, whatever. Like, they're going to do what they have to do to get their votes, which is cool. But, and like, Cardi had like the #1 song. Well, she has a #1 song right now at the time.
Does that even give you a crutch as to why a politician should come up to you?
I don't know. That's what she said. That's what she said in her response to Candice, right?
Yeah, but does that even give you substantial like weight in terms of why?
I guess so, because then it's like, if you have the #1 song in the country, all those people who are listening to your song at this moment, that's #1, are also very intrigued by everything else you're doing at this very moment. So they're going to see you talking to Joe Biden and see that you endorse him, and they're going to be like, oh, I should vote for him, kind of thing.
Okay, all right. So let me ask you this question: what if Joe Biden went to Tekashi 6ix9ine? He had the #1 song. What would your thoughts then be?
But the thing with Tekashi is like, not everyone fucks with him. A lot of people don't like him.
But he had but she didn't say, she said she had the #1 song. She didn't say because Black people fucked with her. She said one #1 song.
But
so
I'm pretty
on
sure
that
Joe
basis
Biden,
alone.
I'm pretty sure Joe Biden, on that basis alone, if Joe Biden went to Tekashi, it would fail. Like, it would just be as a joke.
Now what about Roddy Ricch and DaBaby? What if he went to them?
Yeah.
You think that would work?
Yeah, I do think it would work.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, that's kind of my thoughts on that. Candice had also mentioned about like, oh, he should be talking to Black politicians and smarter, educated Black people, whatever, blah, 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 which he does do that, by the way. We talked about this on hashtag, so that's kind of where I got my info from. He does do that too. So I just think, this was like, obviously, this is to get the Black vote. Like, that's no secret, but I think Candice is just Cardi pulled receipts of Candice's husband playing WAP on their boat, and Candice was there, which I thought was pretty funny.
Yeah. Also, I saw that I honestly feel like this whole beef thing that they have going on is just very it's very stupid. Because in a way I see what Candice is coming from a good intentions, because she doesn't want the Black community to be made to look like fools from someone as such as Cardi B, whose character or image, actually, the image that Cardi B puts out is very sexual. And not to say that sex is wrong, it's more so about driving the point home in terms of tangible, you know, results. Yeah, you might have WAP, you know what I mean? And people might look at Cardi B as this, that, and the third. But you want someone to actually say some meaningful things. Like, people might be looking at Cardi B as just a sexual image and not someone out of intellectual that could be really making real changes in front of people's eyes and change voters.
But then the thing is, with those people who are like making real changes, like, for example, if we were to talk about another Black politician who would fit into that category of making real changes, like, Joe has talked to those people, and when have we heard about it? You know what I mean? Like, we aren't, the audience he's trying to reach isn't aware of it. The audience he's trying to reach is like he's able to do that through Cardi, which is that audience that doesn't necessarily know much about politics, such as myself, and just like kind of goes with like, I don't know, their little keynotes in their brain of what they're gonna vote for.
Yeah, but what her strong point was that when Joe Biden had to sit down with Charlamagne, it went viral actually, by the way. But when he had to sit down with Charlamagne really asked a lot of pressing questions that really pressed Joe Biden as the running mate to be president of the United States. Tough questions that the Black community need to ask their potential leader. That those same tough questions did not come from Cardi B. You know?
Oh, I heard what you're saying, yeah.
Yeah, so having imagine if Cardi B had she did. But imagine if Cardi B was had the questions and the tough questions for Joe Biden on her big platform. Imagine all those people going like, oh, okay, now I'm seeing like a vision and seeing if this person even makes sense to be my president, rather than can you lower taxes, as Candice Owens.
I agree with that. However, I do, again, going back to the whole thing about like people who don't necessarily know in depth about politics, like I'll keep it real. Like, yeah, I don't really know shit about politics. I don't know a lot about what gets voted on and stuff. Like, you know, so for somebody like me to hear like a bunch of terms and stuff that I might not be familiar with, and like just like these tougher questions that I might not know about, I might just want to know the basics at this point. Like, how are you going to lower taxes? What about education reform, prison reform, whatever, like that stuff, right? And then like as I get more into it, kind of figure out the rest. But I think in that case, that also kind of applies at the same point, where it's like these people might not necessarily know all that stuff that they're going to be talking about in depth. But I hear what you're saying. I do agree. Yeah, like it would be a little bit more useful. It's just a matter of, I guess, the target audience at that point in time.
And also, if you say that the target audience, what does that really say about the Black vote? It's uneducated.
Well, I included myself in that target audience. Okay, because like I said, but it's not. But mind you, like let's say that target audience, they might be Black, they might be some like white people, some brown people, whatever. Like I include myself in that target audience because again, like I said, I don't know shit about politics. So at the same time, like that might be like, let's say 5% of America's entire Black population that might not know that much. And that could also be because of the conditions that the systemic racism and the conditions that they were put into living in terms of like poverty and stuff like that, where like they don't necessarily get the good school systems and stuff that other people outside of that have and stuff. So sorry, I got a notification from Zoom. So yeah, that's what I think about that.
Okay. All right. So moving forward, we got Tamar Braxton's boyfriend, alleged boyfriend, and he's saying that during he was driving, and during a drive, she assaulted him, and he filed a restraining order against her, and that order has not been, I guess, gone through. Do you feel like the hypocrisy of, I guess, abuse and believing the victim, do you think that is showing its ugly head right now?
Yeah, but I think even when it's a girl being abused by a guy, police never take it seriously either until the girl ends up dead, which we've seen happen multiple times, unfortunately. So, sorry, someone's in the kitchen moving chairs. I don't know if you heard that.
Like a fart.
I know it does. It does. No, someone's moving the chairs upstairs. I live in the basement. But yeah, so I feel like with these cases, like, yeah, no one ever takes them seriously, girls or guys, and that's how we end up with tragic endings.
I think in the court, I think there's two courts, right? When we talk about stuff like this, there's a court of law, and then there's the court of public opinion. In the court of public opinion, a woman might win 9 times out of 10, but in the court of law, it's always 50-50 when it comes to like abuse. But when it comes to, I guess, like the court of law, when it comes to a man restraining saying that a woman that has assaulted him and things like that, it's 9 times out of 10 it might not be taken serious, and in the court of public opinion, it's taken less serious and made into a joke.
Yeah.
Right? In this situation, I don't see anyone really making a joke of it, but it really seems to be falling on deaf ears at the fact that he put a restraining order and he said he was assaulted by someone such as Tamar, and no one has really batted an eye or no one's really said anything. It kind of just shows the fact that in the public eye, if you're not of a woman and being assaulted by a man, I think it only fits one type of narrative, right? And if it doesn't fit that narrative, then we try not to bring too much light to it.
And I also heard that with the whole Tamar Braxton thing, that it was apparently like the whole suicide thing that happened was apparently like a murder suicide that was set up. So I don't know if she was trying to kill him and then herself, or he was trying to kill her and then himself. I don't really know the details on that, but yeah, I've been seeing that it was like a murder suicide thing.
Because he found her unresponsive and stuff like that, and brought her to the hospital, and then after that he said domestic
and
violence
all the
claim.
stuff happened, and I was like, what?
Yeah, so it's like you want if you're in a situation like that, you kind of want to get out of that as fast as possible, fellas.
Yeah,
that's not going to do you any favors.
Yeah, so I guess we'll see what happens with that.
All right, so one of the biggest things that happened last week, which we record on a Monday, people. We're going to have to put this out there. We record on the Monday. Yeah, and that's what it is. You drop on a Wednesday, record on a Monday.
Yes.
All right. So after we recorded, I believe the day after or like the Wednesday, it went viral that Chief Keef's alleged baby mom said that Odell Beckham hit her up and flew her out so that she can defecate on his chest or on his body, shit on him.
During sex.
Do
you think he spits in her mouth too?
Yo, dude, he's a football player. They be spitting, man. No. Actually, no.
I think a lot more people do the whole spit in your mouth thing during sex than you. I think, you know what? I think it might not be normal to you, but I think to other people it might be normal. Because let's not forget, you're the whole 5-minute guy.
I am the whole 5-minute guy.
Yeah, so like I feel like the whole spitting in your mouth during sex might actually be a normal thing.
Yeah. I might just not hit the threshold for spitting.
Because you're a 5-minute guy, yeah.
Exactly, yeah. Because I think that might be like a 7-10 minute thing. Like after you hit 10 minutes.
You've upgraded?
No.
I just want you to know that like last week there was one point in time where the movie started and then we started and then it was 23 minutes by the time we were done.
I'm gonna be honest. There's been times where I've lasted a little longer. I just don't like to gloat about those days. I like to have people have like a standard 5 minutes. You know, I might not get you off, baby. It's all right.
Not all right, ladies. Not all right. Demand equality.
I might not get you off. That's all right. But I say that to say this. So that I didn't believe it because first off, he had a girlfriend. I'm not quite sure how long, but I'm pretty sure he had that girlfriend for a very long while. And we only knew about Slim Danger 2 years ago when Tekashi brought her up.
Yeah.
So I'm not quite sure that I think he was with his girl at the time. I'm not quite sure.
Yeah. But I don't think she slept with him.
No, I think that was a big lie, actually.
I think so too. She's not really, well, her shoes said Christian Dior instead of Christian Dior. That was pointed out. And
she said this on a podcast full of two women that were lying. Well, one, Selena, is a known liar. And the Eliza girl, I honestly don't believe her stories about the 7 dicks, right?
Yeah, they're too much.
That's a lot of meat, man. It's a lot of meat.
And a lot of nuts. A lot of kids.
Yeah. I like maybe 4. I believe 4.
Maybe 3.
Yeah, maybe 3. What, like 7? Plus, you were already getting piped down by a guy already in there, so that's 8. That's a lot of meat, man.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's a lot of meat, man.
I don't believe any of them, and I think they're just coarse.
You know what? Since we're talking about them, let's just bring up the fact, scroll down a little bit, bring up the fact that Adam 22 of No Jumper has canceled their podcast.
Oh, he did?
He canceled it.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I just read about it like a few hours ago.
Oh, shit.
He canceled their podcast. So Thoughts Next Door, 4-episode
run, canceled. Fuck out of here.
Wow. Why did he bring them on in the first place? That was
I guess because Eliza went viral when she talked about the Suns player, and then Selena went viral when she talked about, both of them went viral when they talked about the whole Trey Songz thing. So, and they have personality. Let's be honest, they really do have personality. They're really like out there.
They're out there, but like their personality is just like, oh yeah, I sucked 7 dicks.
Okay, yeah. So it's very like off the grain, unconventional type of shit that they talk about, which
just
really
airhead
gets a lot.
Personality, airhead horror personality. That's what.
And let's be honest, there's a lot of people who are airheads, man.
Yeah, but like it's not a person. I don't want to call that a personality. Like you and me are a personality. We have energy. We do weird shit. We say weird shit.
Yeah.
Like, people listen to us literally talk. Yeah. But like, that is not a personality. That is just a characteristic that you are trying to turn into a personality.
Exactly. So he hasn't gave his reason, right? It's Monday. He's going to give his reason tomorrow on a Tuesday night. I kind of speculated why he canceled it is mainly because the brand and image was going to trash because of these women were bringing it down, talking slanderous, salacious news about rappers and athletes that could possibly lead to Adam 22's No Jumper being sued for defamation. You know, everything can't be covered up with an alleged or this, that, and the third. So that shit was probably going to come down on him. It was coming at the expense of black men which he works in the black space. So all these women who are, you know, taking black meat and then talking down on them is really going to be frowned upon. And the fact that he was really close with her, not in close, but close to doing business with her, kind of really shows poor business practices. As well as like some people might not want to fuck with the brand anymore or him because they don't know where he stands in terms of his moral.
Yeah, he fucked up by bringing them on in the first place. He should have never done that.
Yeah, exactly. And also
she's saying some stuff. Yeah, that's where I was going to touch on. Go.
Yeah, so she was saying that he used her. Selena is saying that Adam 22 used her to do some porn and dashed her away like some fucking fried old chicken. All right.
Why did he use her for porn? What is he getting out of that to use her for porn? I don't understand.
I mean, they had like a picture of each other. Like, it seemed like they were smashing on OnlyFans because Adam 22 is a porn star, low key.
Oh, I didn't know that.
he's a porn star, low key.
Oh, shit.
But I don't know why that doesn't get a lot of like talking about. But
I actually had no idea about that. Yeah. She'll probably talk about it now.
Yeah, but she's really mad. And
isn't he married?
He has a girlfriend, longtime girlfriend that they're about to have a kid together. You know?
Ew! I would not want Adam. I would not want my longtime boyfriend or husband or baby daddy to be working with those girls because they're fucking whores, and to do I would never date a porn star.
Oh well, his girlfriend Lena the Plug, they do OnlyFans together.
Oh my god! Somebody commented on my YouTube channel that I looked like her a long time ago. Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
I mean, you like Armenians since you like Kim Kardashian. She's Armenian too.
I Googled her and I did not think I looked like her. And then someone told me I look like Lilo from Lilo and Stitch.
That hurts, actually.
Why? Lilo's cute.
You look like a cartoon, is what you're telling me?
People tell me I look like a cartoon. Someone else told me I look like that girl from the Goofy movie. People always tell me I look like a cartoon.
Shit. Shit. All right.
I'm just a cartoon.
What's his? I remember on one of our comments that we did. I'm gonna just say this. One of the comments that we got on the page. Someone said I said something wild, and what I said was, you know, we were talking about NLE Choppa.
Yeah.
And I said that, you know, when I said I liked him, but before I got to that, I was like, a lot of the other stuff, like the big chains and all the other shit that people, you know, talk about, like the violence, that's the coon shit. And then someone told me I was wrong and incorrect. I was like, what? It's DJ O.
Never mind. This makes sense now. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm like, well.
DJ O came at me. And I'm like, look, I
DJ O wants to educate you.
I Googled the word.
DJ O on the podcast.
Yeah, we should actually.
He would actually be a good guest.
Yeah. I Googled the word erroneous, and I was like, I don't think I was wrong whatsoever in what I said.
I don't think what you said made sense to me. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah, I don't think I said anything wrong. I guess in that clip might have sound because it's only a minute, but like
maybe we can get him to educate us one day on an episode.
On what? I'm educating you.
We'll have him as a guest, and we'll let's take note of that, and we'll have him as a guest one day and ask him why does he disagree with what you said.
Okay, yeah, let's do that. I like that.
That's a good plan.
We should have more discourse on the podcast now.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, so T.I. was urging the black community to take their $1,200 check, alleged $1,200
stimulus check. Yeah.
Yeah, and buy property.
Okay,
I'm not quite sure what news.
I don't think you could buy property with $1,200 though.
I'm not quite sure, but he was saying stop buying big ticket items.
I think that's all you can buy with $1,200. That or food. What else can you really buy?
Put it into property.
It just don't. I don't. Maybe that could pay a month's rent, but you're not going to buy a property with that money.
To be honest, I'm not mad at what he said. I'm just mad at the fact that I feel like he said what he said, but I feel like he was so disconnected from why he said it. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like he's been rich for so long, he might hear that the black people might be doing wrong with their financial, stuff like that, and hear that they got a $1,200 check or got money from the government. Mm-hmm. But also, he kind of said this kind of late too. It's not like he said that in like March or
when
April.
It actually came out, and I swear some people only got one.
Yeah, so I'm not quite sure if he's hearing news of other people getting multiple checks.
Yeah.
Or maybe just big lump sum checks. But when I heard that, I was like, maybe T.I. might be a little disconnected from the community which he's serving. But
you can't. It doesn't make any sense. Sorry, T.I.
But he also got hit with fines for fraud over cryptocurrency venture. So take that $1,200 and flip it into some scamming. You might.
Maybe a lot of people scammed CERB.
Yeah, man.
Did you take CERB?
I took CERB.
I
technically don't have
a job.
That too. Technically, I'm not on anyone's payroll.
Exactly. That's what I meant. Like, you have gigs, but you're not like on a payroll. Yeah. Yeah, so, I took it. But yeah.
Yeah, but I'm finally on payroll. So.
Oh, you're on a payroll? Oh, is it the driving? Not truck driving, but delivery stuff?
No, it's something totally different. It's like a 7-week thing. I'm on program on some government thing.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. So,
tell me about it after.
I will.
Okay, you want to get into this Joe? Do you want to get into the Joe Budden stuff last, or you want to get into it now?
What else? I think that's the last thing that we have, unless I'm missing something.
Okay, I just wanted to touch briefly on these few things then, quickly.
So where should we start? Where should we start exactly?
Kardashians. So Kardashians have officially announced that they're done.
You talking about Quick Bite News? Are you on Quick Bite News right now?
No. This isn't pop culture. These are the last two things before we get into Joe Budden.
All right, then let's do it.
So Kardashians have announced that they're officially done. And if you know me, I was sitting in the car, and I seen it, and I wasn't freaking out. I was like, oh! My boyfriend's like, what's wrong? I'm like, it's over. He's like, what's over? And I showed him. And then I was just like sad. I couldn't believe it the whole drive home. But then Caitlyn, aka Bruce, said no one told her that they were done with it, and she found out on the news. Woohoo, sucks for you. I don't really care. You turned into a dick when you changed anyways, so nobody liked you. Apparently he hasn't talked to Khloe in 5 years. Yeah. So yeah. And then actually news came out that they might actually just be signing a deal with a streaming service or creating their own streaming service with shows similar to Shark Tank, since they have business experience. My theory is they might go over to Hulu, because I know they do have full episodes on Hulu, and that's the only streaming service that they have it on. So I guess they just weren't getting what they wanted from E. Mind you, if anyone who watches the Kardashians, you know that they've always talked about like ending the show at some point. I did not think it was going to be this soon. I thought we would have seen the kids grow up a little bit more, but like we all know, really Kim and Khloe were the only ones who wanted to continue. Like Kylie's barely in any episodes. Kendall said she doesn't like it. Kourtney absolutely hates it. Kris said herself she wouldn't care if it was done. Like, so
they got tired of it.
Yeah, it's not really a surprise. I mean, if Kim and Khloe did their own show, I would watch it too. So there's that. And then apparently Tory texted Megan that he was drunk and sorry after he allegedly shot her. Kind of crazy. And then his photographer, Mid Jordan, responded to a fan on Instagram. So this fan was all upset. Like, as a Tory fan, he should be like telling us something. Like he should be saying something. His silence is disheartening. And Mid Jordan said that when his stories turn talk, the world will know why he kept quiet. So the suspense continues.
Yeah. I mean, he literally has charges. I wouldn't really talk myself.
Yeah, so I guess we'll find out eventually. I don't know at this rate. I actually don't know at this rate. We might never find out.
Think about it. When Kodak Black had open charges about like his whole rape thing, and Ebro asked him about his rape thing, Kodak Black, are you serious? Well, and everyone was like, "Yo, Ebro, you a fuck guy for even trying to let him talk about it." So I understand. You don't talk when you have charges. You avoid it. So
yeah,
he's doing what he's doing.
So I guess we'll see what happens. Anyways, now let's get into this Joe Budden stuff.
All right, so I'm watching this kind of closely because we're seeing really two media giants going back and back with each other, or head to head with each other.
Neck and neck.
Yeah. And I thought these guys were friends, and then I thought they're friends, and then maybe they're like jokingly enemies, but like right now, I really do think they really have some type of beef with each other, and it all came off of maybe just the fact that Charlamagne said he doesn't have good business acumen unless
Joe doesn't know
unless that shit is stemming from something else behind the scenes that we never heard about. That small comment kind of snowballed into something bigger. Yeah. So how do I say this? After that comment, we even spoke about this last week. Joe Budden said you got walked out of HBO for something you didn't do. And from that comment, we had Tahiri go on the Hollywood Unlocked, say what she said, and Hollywood Unlocked, Charlamagne, iHeartMedia.
Yeah.
Tahiri ex relationship with Joe Budden, that was one strike against Joe Budden. And then the whole Rocky saying that Joe Budden was abusive to her.
To her?
Yeah. No. My fault.
I thought, to Sin. She leaked audio about Joe being abusive towards Sin Santana.
Yeah. We got that. That came out. And on top of that, terrible court documents that I've never read myself, but they slated like some really salacious and nasty things about Joe. Video also showed that Joe, why is this guy calling me? What the fuck is this? Man, get off my phone, bro.
Okay, video. There was also that same week he talked about playing with his dog's private parts to make
jerking off his dog, and then there was audio of him talking about, you ever just jerk off your dog?
That's disgusting. That is disgusting.
Yeah.
I personally do not pick up animals. Like I don't mind small dogs. I'm afraid of animals. I hate cats. I never pick up animals. Like I'll pet them, but I'll never go under and pick them up. I don't know. I'm just so scared of like touching an animal's body, let alone their fucking private parts. That's disgusting.
I can understand that.
Yeah.
Saying that and all of that type of stuff, smear campaign is what started to, drum up in the wind. And at least one thing about it is that Sin Santana came out and was like, she shared that audio with someone that it was in confidence and then it wasn't supposed to be leaked. So she's sticking up for Joe.
I'm pretty sure it was still Rocky Thunder. Yeah.
And Rocky Thunder's manager. So if that's true, then it's it's bad. It's all bad.
But Sin, all she said, she didn't actually say anything really. She was just like, Joe's a good dad. I don't care. I care about the mental health of my son. I don't want him to ever hear anything on the media, and not everything in my life needs to be discussed in public.
Yeah. And so right now, Joe's going through some stuff. During one of his podcasts, the one that drops on Wednesday, he was, if you listen to it, it was about like an hour and some change. He didn't talk too much. He was very sad. And he brought the conversation to a deep place for some reason. And then he came back on Saturday with like almost a 4-hour podcast addressing everything.
Holy shit. This guy talks
forever. Yeah. Oh, man. Like I said, he is so good at talking. But when you listen to some of the context and try to connect the dots, he be talking a lot of shit. It's like I feel like Joe Budden talks the same way how a college kid writes an essay.
Okay.
You just try to fill up space because you try to hit that minimum word count. Yeah, that's what I feel like at times. Because at times, like, all this shit could have been really reduced into a smaller, compact, and more meaningful essay. But whatever, the teacher wants what she wants, or she wants. But that's how. So he, all right. Let me see how I could get into that part. So during his 3-hour or 4-hour conversation on the podcast, he addressed how the whole business thing, going back, and how he's here for the creators and the creators, this, that, and the third. And Charlamagne got a new deal with iHeartMedia where he said he's in partnership with them, 50-50 partnership, and he was able to get on other personalities to join the network for the Black Effect podcast, which is, I feel, was a great move to hear. Right?
Yeah.
Joe Budden, on the other hand, was like, it's good, but it's not what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to have ownership, equity in the podcast space. And so, and Charlamagne took to his thing, and he made light jokes at Joe Budden, but he didn't take it to the level that Joe Budden took it on Saturday. Charlamagne was really saying, jokes about the whole, different ways you could, masturbate a doll. He was making jokes.
Holy shit,
He
man.
was doing what Charlamagne would do and what Joe Budden would do, but Charlamagne wasn't taking it low. Joe Budden, on the other hand, he said that he was about to. What if I lended my platform to the woman that is accusing you of rape, and let her have something, or let her say some things that you're trying to pay off? What if I spend the night in South Carolina and spoke to the woman that is coming at you? And Rory was like, whoa, Joe, what are you doing?
Yeah. Because that's kind of like objectifying her as well, too, in a sense. Like, why are you bringing this innocent girl into the middle of this when she already has her own trauma to deal with?
Yeah. So, because we spoke on this a little bit back in like 2018 when this whole thing came out. And surprisingly, the whole information of it, the conversation of it all kind of died down as Charlamagne was, doing and going and trucking. And Joe Budden even got at the fact that, why is your podcast not so inconsistent? Why were you guys on vacation? Why? Because this was the heat of the moment Charlamagne was going through it. And so Joe Budden was really taking it there, and then he's getting at Andrew Schultz and stuff. So I saw that was really nasty, the way that they went about it, or where he was going about it. And it's kind of like he drew a line in the sand, and I'm waiting for what Charlamagne is going to come at. But maybe Charlamagne is working in the behind the scenes, trying to smear campaign. If he is trying to smear campaign, sometimes it might not even be him.
Yeah.
But Joe Budden believes it was Charlamagne. So I mean, he kicked his back in, man. How do I ask you, what do you think?
Because this is my thing. Like, I think the whole thing, like, it does, with everything coming out and the timing of it does sound like a smear campaign, but it could also just be other people, like if we give Charlamagne the benefit of the doubt, it could very well just be other people like, oh shit, this Joe Budden stuff is popping. Great, now it's time for me to air out my dirty laundry that I had with him, so people can actually get at him and notice that this is what he did. Because if I do it at another time when it's not popping, then no one's going to pay attention to it. But right now, this is all everyone's looking at. Yeah. So it could very well be that at the same time. However, I do think the whole thing, with Jessica Reed, like bringing her in, like as an innocent woman who already suffered a trauma with the whole rape stuff, the alleged rape and everything, like I just think like that's fucked up to bring that in. And like I get it, like he's trying to like low blow at him and like it's like hit for hit kind of thing, but like you don't need to bring this innocent girl into it. And like she might actually be like if he was to offer that to her, she might actually be like, oh shit, like I want to go on this platform, whatever, and say my story, not knowing that like Joe doesn't give a fuck about your story. He's just doing it to get back at Charlamagne. Like he doesn't care about it. You know what I mean? So
she's a tool. She's a tool.
Exactly. But that's what I think about it.
Yeah. So I actually tweeted something as I was listening to the conversation, and I was trying to figure out what Joe's, because there's two things. Not to say there's two things, but obviously there's Joe's gripe with Charlamagne and other creators who might look at Joe, or black people trying to get entrepreneurship the way that Joe is trying to articulate. And he's a Virgo just like me. We get very passionate. We may not articulate ourselves the same way that we should try to get people to understand us, but as a Virgo, I'm understanding them. And so after I heard and really concentrated on figuring what he was trying to do, I figured that Joe is trying to do a finesse move, a jack move to the businesses. And he wants to, grab if not all the revenues from streaming platforms that their podcast generates, right? So all the streams, Joe wants to hand in that pot that the Spotify or any other streaming platform is getting from the $1 billion brand that he is bringing. He said he generates $1 billion. That's what he says. I'm not quite sure if that's even factual.
Yeah.
So that what he contributes. Joe Budden is like, if you ever watched the movie King of New York, or if anyone watched the movie King of New York, I would reference him to Frank White, where Frank White walked into the room of all the mob guys and said, if a nickel bag is sold in Central Park, I want in. That's what type of energy Joe Budden is on. I think he kind of showed a little bit of that when it came to the whole Complex thing, about how Complex wasn't giving them percentages of the brand deals that they were getting to put on camera. And Joe Budden was angry with that. So I think that's what Joe Budden is, but he's trying to bring it on a bigger scale in terms of, if I'm bringing about 100,000 in streams or $1 billion in streams for Spotify, I want 50% of that. Straight to me, straight to my pocket, my brand. I don't want a percentage. I don't want what you think I'm owed. I want what I'm contributing. And that's what he wants. And I feel if some people are trying to figure out what Joe Budden's whole ideal of creators and building up a platform and building up himself and other creators into doing something, I think that might give some people some type of focus. I think it's a jack move. I think it's a finesse, which probably may or may not happen in our lifetimes, but that's what he's trying to get.
Well, we will keep an eye on that and keep you guys updated with the rest of that. And I guess now is a good time to get into the quick bite news.
Yeah.
Where we wrap it up.
All right, let's get into it. You dropped them.
All right, so Doja Cat says she loves Nas and won't be beefing with him. Today is also Nas's birthday, the day we're recording. Oh my God, we forgot to say something.
What's that?
I remembered off the top and then I forgot. But yeah, the Raptors are out of the playoffs. If anyone cared, I kind of knew.
Yeah, people hated Siakam.
Yeah.
Siakam.
I know his air quotes, his brother, and his brother actually posted a DM that he got because like people know that he's his brother. Sending him a message that said like, N-word, tell your brother to go back to Africa, blah, blah. Sent that whole petition about going back to Africa. You N-words are so shit at basketball, like all this stuff. And I was like, what the fuck? If this message is going to his brother, imagine what's going to Pascal himself. I get it. Like, everyone's upset, whatever. We're out of the playoffs. But, like, the real basketball fans are still saying, like, at the end of the day, he tried. He did what he had to do. Like, it's the fucked up people who, like, just bandwagon or whatever who are mad about this and who are sending these fucked up messages, which is like, it's just really messed up. Like when I saw it, I was just like, this is really like not okay. Like this is what his family is getting. Imagine what he's getting. Like that's not cool. Yeah. But
that's tough, man. I don't like to hear that type of stuff.
Yeah.
And they also started like I don't know if this was a mean GoFundMe page, but like some type of treat him like the gorilla he is or some shit like that.
Yeah, and send him back to the Congo. Yeah, no, that was the real one. That's the one that that the person was referencing. I thought I screenshotted the story.
Damn, that is nasty.
No, I think I did screenshot it actually in Snapchat, which I could. Okay, it's gonna take me too long. But yeah. So Colin Kaepernick says he's not interested in any NFL teams. Do people care anymore?
To be honest, bro, I stopped caring about Colin Kaepernick after he got kicked out the league, to be honest. Or, yeah, I was like, fuck him out of here. But that's just me. I remember having the whole debate about him. I said fuck Colin Kaepernick a long time ago. I'm standing on that. But the fact that people still try to fight to get this man into the league for him to just say, I don't care, bro, get out of here, man.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, you don't care.
Behind the scenes, which is good. So that's all that matters. A Polytechnic device is being blamed for the California wildfires. Is that the gender reveal thing, right?
Yeah, apparently.
That's fucked up. Because that shit spread all the way to fucking Oregon.
Yeah.
And apparently you can see it in Vancouver too, the smoke.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Shit. Take that in, man. Imagine that.
I think those people should get fined.
Yo, they better have a genius baby if that.
I think they should get fined. That's fucked up. Yeah. Trey the Truth freed another man by the name of Deion Savage, overturned his life sentence after he served 25 years. I thought that was good news we should highlight. Erykah Badu helped deliver Tiana and Iman's second baby, and Tiana literally went into labor hours after their baby shower. Nobody can ever hear your clapping. It never goes in. Tiger King sent Donald Trump a 237-page document to get him a pardon to free him from prison, and says he's being sexually assaulted in there.
Joe Exotic is homosexual, no?
Yeah. But so he's still being sexually assaulted, he said.
Yeah. Fuck. Let me just clear that up. Yeah. Just because he's homosexual does not necessarily mean he is inviting sexual advances to him.
Yes, exactly.
The jail system is very aggressive, and they try to make people their bitches. So tell them to step it up. And
lastly, John Wall, Washington Wizards, I think, or DC. I don't know. He's a basketball player. John Wall has apologized after throwing up gang signs for the Bloods in a viral video. It's kind of funny, but it's not funny. I found the message to the brother. So the message specifically to Pascal Siakam's brother said, "Go back to Africa, you stupid fucking N-word. Your brother robbed the city of Toronto. You N-word suck at basketball. Your brother is dog shit. Go back to Africa." And I was like, wow.
Damn, that's tough, man.
Yeah, it's just
You gotta block the haters out, Pascal, and
please.
they're not going to have the same energy when they see you on road, my G.
Exactly, or next season. So let's chill out.
And that's some nasty behavior.
Yeah.
That's that's the episode. All in all, another great episode where we talked about a lot of things. We were able to fill a lot of things in this nice hour. And see you guys next week.
Yes.
And we'll be back with more hilarity and more educated, poignant things on things.
And I'll give you guys reviews on the VIP Theater and Popeye's Chicken Sandwich.
Exactly. All right. So this has been another episode of the Educated and Reckless Podcast with your host, Apollo P. and
No Better Nina.
Peace easy.
Bye.